Very cool. You were a hairdresser for 20 years. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Kim?
And then,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello. How the hell are you doing today?
Little nervous, but we're here. I made it. Better late than never.
Amen. Amen to that. Now,
that's the ADHD.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're good. You're good. So yeah, we're gonna be we got a special guest on the show. We've got Kim here. She's a practicing she's
pagan.
pagan people,
Like Wiccan.
Wiccan.
Yeah, it's like a mixture.
Okay. Do they ever
spirituality?
Okay. Do they use the term, or do you like the? Some people call them witches. Are you familiar with the term or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll claim that.
Okay. All right.
I'll claim a few different things.
Okay. Very cool. What would you say you would claim?
Well, I mean, if I'm like filling out my social media or what I'm like, my claim to is practicing pagan. It's like a blank term.
Yeah.
But I mean that in general because I have a mixed belief. I was raised Christian. I was raised in the church. My parents were very strict, but I grew up in the 80s, so I also had family from the older cousins from the 70s that were influenced and different things then. So I grew up on, Madonna, but then as I grew older, it was different things. But I've learned in the past few years, I'm also ADHD, and I also have some very neurodivergent, almost you could say high-functioning autistic traits. With that being said, that also, I think, my mind's a little more open because of that.
Nice.
And I didn't know this because back in the 70s and 80s, that wasn't a thing. So anyhow, I have always thought there was something different. I have been questioning since I was a child. But I was raised in this church, and I remember not wanting to go. I was like, this seems weird, but you do what you thought. I even went to summer camp for like 8 years. That's a whole nother conversation.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I had my underwear at the flagpole once even. I was that picked on by the boys.
Oh my gosh.
It was something. So anyhow, that was shoved down my throat my whole life. My father I remember one point after my divorce, I was staying in his house. This man would highlight Bible verses and tape it to the door. He was so serious.
What?
So that's when I started to meet people and kind of, after my divorce, that's a lot. I'm like, I was raised to think I was going to have a family, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And we were just young and stupid. Had our daughter. We tried. We were together 11 years, but then we had our challenges. I decided. So then I moved back to my father's house with my daughter, who was about 3.5, 4 at the time.
Okay.
And then, dated people here and there. This was about 2004 or 5. Mm-hmm. And then this is where I start to discover who I am, because sometimes you need to meet people that are part of your tribe. So my tribe, kind of my people, that's how I found them. So I was dating this guy named Scott.
Okay.
And he deserves a mention because he took me to a local show.
Okay.
To this band I met.
Okay.
They were called Thornflesh.
Nice.
And they're actually practicing Satanists.
Oh, okay.
And so that's why I say it's a general say. I'm not a Satanist, I don't claim that, but I have friends that are, and that influences some of how I approach things, because one of the beliefs is like not turning the other cheek, and I absolutely don't do that. I've learned to not take anyone's crap. But when I started going to these shows, eventually this is how I met, through the grapevine, my friend Lily. Mm-hmm. Lily is part of my unofficial coven. We practice magic together.
Nice.
We talk about things. We talk about anything from our aches and pains and our, growing older to our kids to, But that is who I practice the most. Actually, I wish she could be here because she would have things to add, but she taught me a lot. A lot was on my own.
Okay.
But that was my mentor.
Okay.
And then I started to connect things. I've had visions since I was a child. I thought I was just having vivid dreams. I have dreams come true sometimes to sense. Like, for instance, and I didn't know. So some of it comes from within. Some of us are just kind of born that way. And that's why I said when I started, because the universe puts you where you need to be.
Right.
So even though that gentleman named Scott that brought me to that show, he's no longer in my life.
Mhm.
That's how I met the band that I used to know, and that's how I met my Lily and my people, and things evolved, and then that's where you make. And then I got into band management, and then networking, and then you meet more people, and then you meet your tribe. So I do have a lot of following on social media, and
I know you got like 5,000 followers. You're
Yes,
saying
it
that's awesome.
but I know almost all of them in a way. Some I forget who they are because I know people from all kinds of bands, from local and indie artists to some nationals, and you know I can't talk to everybody every day. There's
Yeah.
too many.
Yeah, no, you can't.
But I still support the scene and go out quite often
Yeah.
to local good and support my friends.
That's awesome. What? If you don't mind me asking, I had a question from somebody who tuned in. They were asking. They actually wanted to know. So witchcraft predates like all
Before Christ.
predates everything. Like
And
just
that's
about.
also the Christians were trying to abolish. And if you go back and look at your history, I watch a
Right.
lot of different documentaries, read things, other people's podcasts. I just go down the rabbit holes to keep
Mhm.
educated,
Mhm.
and saw something reminded me recently. Christianity was meant to, the Catholics hated the witches. They burned them and all this, the things.
Right.
And so Christianity was actually meant to cover up paganism. That's why if you look at
I'm sorry.
the church,
Christianity cover up paganism?
yes, they stole a lot of stuff from us. So if you look at the origin of Yule, if you look at the origins of Easter,
Yeah.
if you look into all those different things, those were actually pagan holidays. That's where all the little different details come. What in the heck does Santa Claus? That was St. Nicholas,
I always
and that
thought
was
about that.
Yule time, and that's what all the holly and all the things were about. But then, even what a lot of religious people that are, Christian, Catholic, Baptist, all the different things,
Mhm.
they still have their own rituals.
Yeah.
Where do you think the candles come from? What do you think the different colors are for? Easter is, why do you think it changes? It's because it's the spring equinox. It's not the birth of Christ, it was actually the birth of the sun. And the rebirth of spring. That's where all the chicks and all the and the bunnies come from, and the eggs and all that.
It's oh my gosh, I'm pardon me, I'm having a South Park flashback when they're like, so we color Easter eggs and we do all this. That's right, son. That's right.
Yes.
Oh my, it doesn't. It's
For Jesus.
So wow.
Come on, think about that. What does that really have to do with anything?
I always thought that growing up too, but I never really put it together. I was just a kid coloring eggs. I thought, oh, okay, we'll just color eggs now. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we do. It's Easter time. It's Easter. The
Mhm.
bunny. You know what I mean?
And fertility and growth. That's what it's all about.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. But so now, please, if you don't mind, Kim, go. You could just a little bit. So, Christianity was made. Why would they want to cover paganism?
Because they wanted people to believe in Jesus. They wanted more control because the witches were sometimes known to, they thought they would, they had powers, they could possess people, all those different things. So it was to control the people, basically.
Wow. What? That's pretty deep. I feel like we've gone down the rabbit hole already. We've only been in this interview for less than 10 minutes. I love that. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, you shall receive.
It doesn't say be careful what you wish for right above my ass for nothing. I have a little tea back here that actually says that. Actually,
Careful.
my friend from the band did all my tattoos back in the day.
That's sick.
We had some good times.
That's what's up.
Sometimes you.
That's pretty sick.
I'm actually in a few music videos. I'm actually famous. Back in the day, I was at a party, and it was back when we were wild. I was in my 30s, and bass player for the band smacked me. It went viral.
That's
so they
what's up.
used it at the end of the video.
What music video do you mind me asking?
It's called Ain't No Rest for the Right Kid by Thorn Fetish.
Hell yeah, man. We're gonna look.
And he has his own podcast. You can look up, and he does his own things. David Wallace and David Bates. I'd have to look and see. They have their own channel, and they do their own discussions that are out there too. So if anybody wanted to find those guys.
Very cool. Very cool. While we're going down like the whole religious thing, we actually had a talk the other day, which a lot of religions, whether it be Christianity, witchcraft, Muslim, all this, a lot of these, Judaism, a lot of these things have one thing in common that I noticed, and that is, go ahead, we have it's all about sacrifice, because that's why, and I just have, what's your take on it?
Well, that was the meal at the table and the offering that the offerings are.
Yeah.
Even look at when they do their confirmation, the body and the blood. That's a spell.
Yeah.
They don't even know it.
Why are we all? If you know what I'm asking, Kim, why do you think we're all in disagreement here? You think it's probably because of control, or what do you think?
Oh, absolutely. That's why they want you to go to church. That's why they want you to watch the news. That's why they want you to follow in line. And that's why,
Can we all just get
they
along?
don't, yeah. They don't want us to be. That's what's so fucked up about this country. This is supposed to be the freest country in the world, and look what they're doing to it.
Jesus.
That's why it's crashing, is because we're doing it all wrong. We're not supposed to be living like this. The entire world is doing it wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're here to love each other and help each other.
Amen.
And I mean, absolutely, if someone assaults you or does something to your family, absolutely, you fight back.
Yeah,
but
right.
otherwise, you're supposed to be good to each other.
Right. Blessed be, amen, alhamdulillah, all of them.
And you should be a good person because that's what's right, not because you're God-fearing or feared about the afterlife. You should be good because of now.
Right. I wholeheartedly agree. Hell yeah, Kim. I love that. I love it. That's exactly where that's absolutely that. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And people judge me. There's a review about my store. We'll leave my store unnamed for professional reasons, but the place I work at is well known. Mm-hmm. So, it's a shoe store. I'm pretty good at it. And I get some decent reviews. Some lady, I don't even know, I happened to be looking through Yelp, you could tell when people and she was probably a Karen, probably overly churchy Christian, brainwashed, sees someone like me, even though I'm in my work uniform. Her review said that she will never go to our store because of the grumpy old man and because of the ducked out witchy chick. If my energy bothers you that much when I haven't even spoken a word to you, that says more about you than it does about me.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
And why people need to latch out and put that out there, that's putting negative energy out there.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just
return to sender and wish them well.
Yeah, that's really...
do no harm, take no shit.
Nope. Now, do you think, as far, have you ever, when you got involved with everything, when you were young, a few years back, going back, so we have, witchcraft predates, like you said before, it predates everything. So
why do you think it's called BC?
Pardon me?
Why do you think it's called BC, before Christ? There was a time when people didn't practice that.
Right. Now, that being said...
And look at the Egyptians. They even worshipped other gods and other things. Look at all the Greek gods and all the things. That was before Christ. So people have been wondering what's out there for the longest time. And then they say, oh, they sent him down. Sometimes, part of me, though, I almost believe maybe there is a Jesus, but he could have been an alien.
And actually, if please hold that thought.
I have a lot of those thoughts.
I mean,
it took a lot of drugs to get there.
No, you're good. You're good. You and me both.
A lot of acid.
You and me both, Kim. But now, so I actually have a hypothesis, and that's that. So there was never supposed to be Christianity. I believe that he was actually was actually okay. Everybody's sacrificing stuff to do whatever. Like, okay, I'm just gonna. This guy was the ultimate sadist, so he was ill, but wasn't supposed to form Christianity. I think it was supposed to like unite us.
Right.
That was right. That
Unite
was
us and send a positive message that even look at their 10 Commandments. It's basically saying be good to each other.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you want to sum it up? All of this is don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Be good to people and then so now, but if you
And
did,
respect each other. That's why you're not supposed to cheat on your wife. That's why you're supposed to respect your parents and this and that.
yeah, and it's like, but now. I think that the whole thing, they formed Christianity. No, dude. I think that that's like the whole bass-backwards thing. And I think that witchcraft, since it predates, and witchcraft's in everything. I mean, like, you read about witchcraft and how it works and how the religion, it's in everything. So, where...
It's also energy transfer.
Pardon me.
That's what spell work is. You're putting energy out into the universe hoping for a result, whether it be positive or negative. And you have to remember that what you put out comes back sometimes, so that's why you also have to protect yourself before and after anything. There's a way to do it so you don't harm yourself. And that's where my coven and my sisters come in, because then when I'm doing things that are deeper and require more energy, sometimes that's why you need others to put that energy out there.
Wow. What?
So some of that you see in the movies and this and that is true to a point. You do need your sisters.
And you know, going off what you're saying, Kim, where does...
Your brothers too.
Right. But now so all of the spells and everything that's been passed down, but like how certain people have the Bible.
I wish I still had it. So it turns out also I have a witch in the family. So my mom's cousin, Wisconsin family. Actually, we have a trip this summer. We're gonna go camping. It's gonna be great.
Nice.
And she is practicing. I love going to her house. It's like going to the Practical Magic house.
Okay.
You can definitely tell which she has, the flowers up her driveway. Everything's an altar. Actually, I'll go practice with her sometimes too.
Nice.
And she's taught me some things. What I'm getting at is she showed me this book. And it was the book of 1,000,000 or 1,000 or something spells. And what I loved about this, she only let me borrow it for a few years, and I did read into this. It taught me a lot of different things. And what I loved about it and what it taught me was about all the different faiths and all the different, it would even say China and Australia and down in Southern America and Brazil and all those places, things that they do in Africa, things that they do. If you look, every country has their own belief and their own practices and things. I remember one where I was like, okay, to make a baby over in this, you have to sacrifice a cow under the moon with this kind of, and then a knife, and then it's gonna. I mean, they did practice those things.
It's literally and it's funny because a lot.
And I guess that we could like voodoo almost kind of things, like
right.
But then,
or Leviticus.
Like I said, there was things even the Egyptians and all that. Look at all the way they preserved each other throughout the world. Even I was very lucky. I got to see when I think I was about 18. I was after high school. My parents sent me on a tourist trip to London. And I did all the tourist thing, but was the coolest thing is I went to Westminster Abbey.
Okay.
So I got to see what was called the vault, and that's where they had all the greats buried down there. I got to see how they preserved all their kings and their queens, but even things like, I remember, and you weren't allowed to take any photographs, so, but Shakespeare was buried there, and Florence Nightingale, and
Whoa. All
kinds of greats, and it was very cool, but what I'm getting at is even that was a protection. They did that, the churches and the ancestors, even if you go back to, because a lot of Americans came from England and this and that. I have English blood in me, and that's probably part of where I'm a mix, though. My mom was adopted, and the only thing we do know is that she was Italian, Greek, some Irish, and she was something else. And then she used to even say things, because I always, one thing, even though I was raised, my father was the Christian one, and my mother kind of questioned it, she would make comments. She'd call me her little Stevie Nicks, because even as a kid, I was always, I wanted to be a rocker, I wanted to be Madonna, I wanted to be, all that. And then, like I said, I grew up on leather and lace, and I still,
yeah.
But I was always intrigued by, like, The Last Unicorn or The Dark Crystal, or I'm a nerd. I grew up on Star Wars, but some of that all that things have called to me my whole life. Anything to do with fantasy, craft, other world, because that's a whole nother conversation. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
There's an entire universe after universe after.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, how do you know that we weren't those gods that they're talking about, and that's who we're calling their energy to give us what we want back? Yeah. That's what we're asking. Because I don't work with, some work with goddesses and gods directly. I don't do that. I kind of just call out in general. I have some. I'll call Lilith. I'll call Odin sometimes, even because I have Viking friends. So I believe in calling what's necessary. Sometimes the power is just within you. Yeah. You just have to put that out there.
And wow. So now all these things though, like the books of like some people, like they have like the Quran or they have the Bible, they have this. Where does, because witchcraft predates everything, what's like, is there a book or is it just continual knowledge?
It's continual knowledge. That's why I said that one book of a million spells. It's everything all combined, because you got to think, look at even in the United States. There'll be families that have German descent, but then they also have African descent, and then they have, and then they practice. And then there's people that have, Asian or different parts of, Europe, everywhere.
So you're telling me that witchcraft is basically, it predates so long, and it's a continual growth that you can't even...
You can't put it into one box.
It's not even like, there's not even like a book. It's just been evolving since...
Right. And there are books, like I remember one of the Warrens was the solitary... First book I ever read from was Solitary Pagan, because a lot of things are solitary, and it is within you.
Yeah.
And then it talks about, even how I also believe in reincarnation, and souls, and energy transfer, and...
Dude, that's insane.
And even if you talk to, like, my friend Lily, that's why she said, she tells me, she knows, we've had conversations, she tells me that we've known each other in a past life, according to her, because she does more in-depth work, like she does, like, scrying into mirrors and looks into the past, and she does all kinds of cool stuff.
Hey, you guys want, if you want, come on, we do another, we could do a follow-up podcast. We have you and Lily on if you want.
Now, the only thing with her is she is hard to get out. She has some autoimmune disorders.
Oh, okay.
And she also, unfortunately, she lost her daughter a few years ago.
I'm so
She's
sorry.
some very terrible things. And she does have a wonderful granddaughter that she spends a lot of time with and takes care of and stuff. And still works with the dad and stuff. So she's busy a lot. But I could try.
Yeah, and I'll come out if it's hard for her to get around. I can come there. I can bring my tools. Right. I can come out. Yeah, I can do whatever that is. Now, going on that about spells and that book that you talked about, let's say, what advice can you give to somebody, say, who might, let's say, they had somebody put a spell on them or something. What advice could you?
You would want to do some cleansing rituals, some meditation. Maybe I do a lot of work with oils and crystals and different things. Even go to a metaphysical shop on your own and see what calls you, and
Nice. Could you
read up on some things?
Okay. Would you think that it might even just be easier just to make peace with that person?
Some people don't deserve that energy. Sometimes it's okay to just let them go, depending on what you're talking about.
Like, let's say...
Give me a situation.
let's say bad breakup, dated a witch, and
Well, that happened to my ex, and he spent 3 years in prison.
well,
And I did do some things to ensure that.
wow.
So, but I made sure before you do that, you protect yourself first. You know, did some things
Yeah.
and put that out there.
Okay.
More for justice, though, is what I was looking for. For me.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, there's that. But let's say let's just say you guys are in a breakup and it was trying to be mutual, trying to be friendly, and
Okay.
then which or like the person who practiced everything was a little bit mad about it and still was trying to put stuff on that person. Is there anything with intent? Like, let's say the person who
I've
got
actually experienced that with a different ex.
okay,
I dated quite a few people, so
okay,
I was with this guy. I lived with him
mm-hmm.
for, let's see, where were we living at the time? We were living in our apartment. I had an apartment in Clarendon Hills with Max.
Oh, okay.
Actually, he's now in jail because he stalked his girlfriend after me. Thank God
Dude.
he didn't do that to me. He was too scared of me. Cause
Dude.
anyhow, so I was dating this guy, and we broke up temporarily, and I went to go to my friend, different friend I talked to. I almost forgot about Tiff. So another sister of mine, Tiffany,
Mm-hmm.
I went to go stay with her for a little bit during this. And him and I had gotten into, so we had left a party, and I was driving, and he started to mess with me while I was driving because he was an annoying little prick. And I was trying to throw him out of the car. He was pissing me off. Well, he pissed me off enough because I was trying to drive. A backhand drew blood. His blood got in my car. So, fast forward to him and I break up. My girlfriend invites me to stay for her. So I was stupid because I felt bad because she kind of maybe sent a demon after him. And actually, he came to me because one of his friends was doing something and he actually saw it. So, yeah, you need to be careful. It even scared me a little.
Damn.
We ended up I went to one of my elders for some help.
Wow.
So, yeah, you can throw some things out there. But that took blood and energy and, you know.
That's spooky. That's the dude.
But then he's been haunted ever since. I feel bad. I'm actually befriended his girlfriend after that.
Ooh, yeah.
She came to me. She's like, "What's with this motherfucker?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's a little crazy. I might have helped make him crazier.
Don't
Kind
make
of sorry. Just kind of."
no hath no fury like a woman's scorn. My God, don't. Yeah, you. So now, going forward, which witchcraft? What do you think, Kim, is like something that like you see in the movies that like annoys you, or like something that like people think about witchcraft that's not real? Like what's something that annoys you, Kim?
Something that annoys you. That they think we're all dark. I do things for protection too. I send light. My daughter's going through some trouble. I send her good energy and protection, healing. When my grandson was born, we did a little thing. We made a little oil for him to protect him because he had some birth defects, and he's doing great now. So
Wow, that's all.
I put it into my everyday life as much as possible.
Okay.
It just depends what's necessary.
Okay. Do you ever? So.
People think we're bad, and it's not. Like I said, for instance, that thing someone put online recently.
What? Like they said on what they put online recently. What they say?
I was just this dark, witchy, just offensive.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
I'm only offensive if you deserve it.
Well, yeah. It's don't be a prick. Don't be a prick to people. Be the real. Be good. That's it. Be good to people, and all that. That's. Do you have anything else as far that you would really like to share about witchcraft that you feel are working?
Well, magic's everywhere. It's in. You gotta look. It's in the earth. It's in the stars. What do you think? It's even, in your everyday. In your kitchen when you feed your family. You know that's showing love. It's different things you do for people. It's even the way you treat them.
Okay. It's all about the energy. It's the energy.
Energy transfer is the most simple way, and it's how you use it.
So how do you write a spell? Pardon me. I'm pulling up. I don't mean to be. I'm pulling up more questions that I wrote
Well,
down.
different.
Here. Don't mean to be. I'm pulling up more questions that I have in here. But
Sure.
But so now, how do you write?
I don't really write. My practice is more so like, for instance, when we use the blood to curse my ex and all that stuff, like, we just kind of call out to whomever you're looking for. I don't know who she spoke with. I didn't do all the work because, like I said, some of my stuff I practice with people.
Okay.
But depending on who you call, it depends on the result you want. So say you want to stop someone, you might do a freezer spell. So then you'll take, different elements into that. You do different things for different effects. Depends on what you want to do. So you don't really write it. It's kind of per case. And you just kind of use your different knowledge for different results, like I said.
Okay. All right, very cool. Have you ever had somebody like anybody try to like pay anybody try to pay you to do spells or whatever?
No, but I'm good at reading energy. I feel like if people paid me to do anything, it would be to read you and read your energy and your aura and your chart and all those things, because I believe a lot in astrology and all that.
Oh.
I've even experienced things. There's certain people that just.
Hopefully.
Because that's when your soul is released into the earth, so it does matter.
Hopefully. Wait, pause right there. What you said,
Yes.
What your soul released in the earth, you mean about passing on?
Yes.
So please elaborate. Elaborate on this, because I would like please. So that's basically.
When you are born, your soul is put in your body from, where do you think it came from? It's out in the universe, and there's different reasons, but that's what I really even try to know. I want to know, because I believe there's so many different energies out there. Where did the souls in the stars? So where our souls actually originated from, and that's one thing I look at, is we are moon and stars and water and energy.
Okay. And
Everything is. The squirrels, the bees, the spiders, the little mites, everything's, think about it. That's different cells and energy.
And that is what carries on, because the body is no more than just. Would you agree? It's no more than just like a vessel that transports our soul. So then when we pass on, I don't know if you don't mind me sharing something real quick, Kim.
Sure.
I've seen people pass on before in front of me, and it's almost as if when they pass on.
Yep.
It's like they're there, but it's almost like you can almost see something go like.
I held my mother's hand when she passed in 2019. I felt that to the point where, because I was so connected with her, that's another thing. I've always been able to feel, like, when my mom was dying, she told me without telling me, I could just feel it, that I knew this was the last time. And she gradually, I knew it before anybody else did. That's where I have my power things. I feel things sometimes, and I just my intuition.
Hopefully,
and some of it's just in you, so you can't just force yourself to be a witch. A lot of it is just born into your soul and who you are, and it's just a matter of discovering it and having mentors and friends and loved ones to help.
I hope I give you a good vibe, because I hope I give off a good vibe. I mean,
You do. Where are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
I was actually born in like Ohio. Then I lived in California for a little bit, and then we moved out here. And I lived in El Cajon, California, and then so it was cool. But now I'm in Illinois. I've lived in Illinois since I was a kid. I love it. I like Vegas. I do like Vegas. My wife and I do, although my wife really likes the Four Seasons, so we like Illinois because we get like it's beautiful in the summer, it's hell in the winter.
Right.
But it's good. It's really
I was
good.
just trying to have some fun and experience the world, because that's another thing I believe in, is if you have the opportunity to do something, you go do it.
Amen. I mean, amen. Blessed be. Yes, it's good. I'm the exact same. Yet, but so granted, what are like some? So you travel, but you've done music. You work in music management. You've done this. You've been in music videos. You're practicing witch. You have a kid. You have your grandmother. You've lived
Yeah,
a pretty.
unfortunately, they're not my life right now, but
I'm
yes,
sorry.
I do.
I'm sorry, but that's a very fulfilling life, and you have a good job too. It's a very fulfilling life. Now that being said, though, Kim, how do you feel that witchcraft helps you to propel your energy into doing something?
Oh, it's also helped me heal, because, like I said, the past few years has been a lot. That guy I talked about that went into prison for what he did to me, he assaulted me. I'll sum it up. And I pressed charges. I'm still healing from that 2.5 years later. So I use that energy to protect myself. I still, do my cleansing and this and that, and just taking time to really just be.
I know the world. Well, I believe in everything, but I'll be sending prayers and good vibes your way. On my word.
Appreciate that.
Amen. Yep, that's good. What's the funniest experience you ever had with witchcraft? What would you say? You ever had like something funny happen with?
I can't say anything funny. I mean, I've had a lot of interesting life experiences that are funny, but
Share. Go ahead. Whatever.
oh, that's a loaded one. You have to be a little more specific. The tism needs a little help.
Alright, let me think here. How's about what's like the funniest story you had about? Let me think here. Like one that HR wouldn't approve of for work, for like an old job or something.
When we worked at this, when I was a hairdresser, we worked at this salon in Indiana, and this woman was batshit crazy.
Yep.
We'd sleep there, we'd hook up there, we did all the things. If there was an HR, we should all have been fired. She wasn't paying attention though.
Yeah.
We'd take cash for haircuts. We were terrible people.
It's all right.
We were young.
It's all right.
Like, your appointment wasn't in that book.
We've all been there. We've all been there. I used to deliver. Yeah. We, oh my gosh.
Let people tan for free, take their money.
Yeah. You ever take a look at somebody and be like, you know what? I don't think a spell can fix that guy.
All the time.
Yeah. Like me.
That's why I'm still single.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. What is this? What is the whole thing with the brooms?
It's just
what's
without
with
energy.
Okay, so that and brooms and like that's all that
That's
is.
just yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, pardon.
And then some
not to
people will
offend.
stand them up for different reasons and this and that, but you're supposed to on the first of the month, and I do sometimes, but that's why when you move in somewhere, you're supposed to open the door, sweep out all the old. That's why when you do any kind of cleansing, you're supposed to have a window open so the energy's not trapped.
Okay.
But the brooms and then protection, people put cinnamon and all that.
Okay.
That's another thing you do. It's kind of a little mini, that's just the part of the magic in everyday life.
Yeah.
That people don't realize.
That's not. All right. Do you? These. I'm trying to think here. Like with witchcraft, do you ever? No. Be honest. Can you use that to attract somebody who you?
Oh, kind of, yeah. I've done that.
Okay.
like to? Can you do it like specific? Like I want this exact person. Like let's say. You got,
No, because you can't. Free will is one thing that cannot be altered. Yes,
okay.
so you can't control it. There is no spell for that. You cannot make someone love you, and you got to be careful. They become obsessed, you might end up with a stalker and a real problem. It can turn on you, so you have to be very careful how you do it and what you ask for. Again, be careful what you wish for.
Careful.
Because sometimes if you know.
So if that's the case, let's say now this is just my brain. Let's say that there's like a guy, like let's just say like Leonardo DiCaprio or something, and there's a lot of, and let's just say like there's a number of people who practice witchcraft and everything and paganism and they want to, it's witchcraft. What's the exact terminology you wish to be? You guys want?
Wiccan?
Yeah. Oh, the people who are Wiccans, and they like the mass amounts of want, like let's say like Leonardo DiCaprio or like Benicio del Toro or whoever, like a wealth, you know what I mean? And
Okay.
if they're all putting out, there's like let's say there's like 15. There's like 150 of them putting out, and they like Leonardo DiCaprio, but Leonardo DiCaprio's not like. Explain to me. Could he like?
No.
No. Okay.
Unless you had like direct access and you were sending him things and.
Oh, so you have to get like a.
You got a little closer.
You gotta get like piece like some of his clothes or something, or get like
maybe a piece of hair, sometimes at least a photograph, but it's not because, like I said, free will.
Free will. So how does free will then rage against?
I mean, you can't make someone like you.
So what can you do?
No matter how hard you try, because trust me, I've tried.
Right. So how? So what do those love spells then do in that case?
If anything, you can seal a bond. Now, I do believe in the opposite. There is a thing called cord cutting, and that I do believe in, and that I've done as well.
Where you make them fall off from you.
Yes.
Very cool.
That I will do more than the latter,
Okay.
because that's severing a tie.
Which is good. That's better. That's good to do, man. This is.
But then there's sometimes, so like I said, I actually, at the beginning, the ex that went to jail, when I first met him, I did do, like I said, I'm a little ADHD, little
You're good.
memory fog, so I've experienced so much in life. So actually, I do remember in the beginning, I did a candle spell and an oil spell and different thing to keep us together. And yeah, the way that backfired is, I got him to want me, but he was a narcissist and he was controlling and he went a little crazy. And so,
Okay.
yeah, be careful.
Be careful.
Because then at the end, I was trying to push him away from me.
Yeah, now you
Wait
gotta
a
do
minute,
it.
back up.
Now you gotta do another spell.
Turn the center,
You gotta do
go back.
another spell. Like, oh, no, you
Wait, no, yeah, you really do.
Wow.
And that's what I did. And then that's when I said the next, because the one thing was solitary.
Yeah. Now you gotta do, when you do these spells, you gotta do them like right.
And I did do a little one time. I remember when we were out and about, we were on the streets being stupid. I took some of our hair and tied it together and left it in my car for a while. That probably was not a good idea. Don't do that.
No, don't do it.
Unless you want to be tied, don't take your, if you don't, unless you want to be tied to someone, don't take your hair and intertwine it and keep it.
Oh, okay. That's because when you do that though, what that means that now that you're linked to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy! Wow.
I know who that is.
You're like, speaking of which, no,
Hi.
Speaking of that, like I'm just put the phone away. No, that's good. That's funny.
No, I have different texts from different people.
Different text. I'm sorry.
Different notifications. I said that wrong.
Oh, cool. You're good. Do you like so? What do you so like at being a Wiccan and everything? Do you
what's like your guys' what's something that happened that you guys do things every single day? Like, do you wake up and do spells? Do you wake up?
No,
and do...
sometimes people just wake up and meditate, or just the way they sprinkle their coffee, sugar into their coffee, or the way they make their breakfast for their family, or just, a little bit of thought into your everyday little things. So it depends on what you need. But a lot of times, a lot of this is all just to protect my energy and different things and put out different things.
Okay.
So that's where it works in your everyday.
Hopefully.
And that's what I said, if that intimidates people, then I guess it worked.
Yeah, that's good.
That's like when they say, like, if you burn incense and it chases someone away, that means it worked.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. When I met you, I was like, I really.
And I will do that before I let someone in my house. I will cleanse my whole house before and after. So those are other everyday practices.
Oh yeah, like we do. Yeah, well, I mean, I was cleaning up and everything, obviously because I wanted. Obviously because I was like, having a guest over, wanted to, what I mean? I didn't want the house being like, and especially, but what do you, so what do you do for fun, Kim? What's it?
Smoke a lot of weed.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Hell yeah,
Every day.
Nice.
Yeah, I do a lot of concerts still, go to a lot of live shows.
Nice.
I think I'm hilarious. I got jokes for days.
Tell me.
It's more random.
Right,
I pick on people. Just give me a few minutes.
I'm a real pain. I mean, I think I look like I don't know. I've been told I look like the guy from what is it? I've been told I look like Kevin Bacon with a drinking problem. Or Keanu Reeves.
I can see that one, yeah.
Or Keanu, or like.
You just gotta shave those ears a little bit.
Yeah, dude. These are. I mean, these things get woolly, man. I'm telling you. I don't know. It gets bad. I don't know.
The hairdresser and me can't help but notice that.
Dude, I know. And then I just I don't know what the hell my wife sees in me, man. Like it's like I don't know. I'm kind of I try to be cleaned up, but. What else?
What sign are you? When's your birthday?
I was born. I'm February 20th.
So that means you're Aquarius, right? At the very end.
I'm a Pisces cusp.
Pisces cusp. Okay.
Yeah. I've been. What is?
I'm 100% Virgo, but then it also your moon, your ascending, and your whole chart. I read charts.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that for fun, especially if I'm trying to get to know you, and sometimes that's fun. I do a lot of reading, studying. I'm into psychology. I'm into anything to do with anything metaphysical, astronomy, and the world. I'll deep dive into different documentaries and different things. And then I like my horror movies. I like some comedy sometimes too.
Nice.
I sleep a lot. I got a lot of chronic pain issues I try to ignore.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean. That
getting older is a bitch, man, because I still want to be a rock star. And I got funny story. Oh, so I went to see Lamb of God. I dragged my friend David. I dragged my friend. They were at the Aragon a few months ago. I dragged my friend David, and this is something not to do. So we're hanging out in the edges, and I haven't been in the Aragon. Yes, I know you're there. That's my date from Saturday.
You're good. Oh boy, nice. Good stuff.
But so me and David are at the show, and I'm just excited because Lamb of God's one of my favorites. And I was all decked out and this and that. And I don't drink too much. We still think that someone might have. My friend thinks that someone drugged me because I wanted to get closer to the stage, like right on the edge of the pit. Something happened. I got overheated. I made it through most of the show, but at the end of their set, I had to walk back. I actually was on the floor on a pole. I got overheated. Security had to pick me up. It was not a good time.
No.
So what I learned is the next time we're just going to stay on the outside. We're not going to get that close because, oh my gosh. Do I regret it? No.
Gee, no, that's awesome. That's not... Going out and doing...
And I've done all the... That's the thing, Sam. I've done so much. I've done all the road... But I still love to travel. I still want to do things. Actually, that's why I mentioned my friend that I just started talking to, he wants to do some traveling and things, and that's what I want.
That's why
I want to see places, go things. Like I said, I have a camping trip with my family, with my witchy cousin and her sister and whatever fam. I don't even know everyone that's going, so that's gonna be a great time hanging out in the forest. My assignment is to bring as many edibles as they want me to get, because they're in Wisconsin. So
what's like the highest you've ever been?
Oh my god, the highest I've ever been. Vegas. I was hanging out with this guy, and I can't even remember his name. Chris. Yeah, Chris. I was hanging out with this guy, Chris, and he was a little younger, kind of nerdy guy into his tech and stuff, and he was also into some naughty, like BDSM stuff and whatever, and very creative type. But anyhow, he collected, because he was this type of person, and you gotta remember, I'm in Las Vegas. I forget what part, though. It was about maybe 10 miles or so from downtown. It was like an outskirts. Anyhow, nice area. He had this collection of all these crazy pipes, and he had this piece with all these different, it's some artist made it. I wish I could tell you who made it. And he loaded up some dabs in there.
Yeah.
Oh
shit.
I almost died. I actually, he had a massage table in there too that was meant for other things. I will never, oh my god, I think it was a couple hours I was down. Like, I went into this hole. There's also my birthday in Miami. That was a whole that was a night. So when I was living in Miami, we were friends with the couple I was staying with, friends with this guy Ralph, who was the shaman. And I can only say so much. He knew a lot of people, and he would hook you up with whatever you needed.
Yeah.
Nothing too trouble, just a little back and stuff.
Yeah.
But he took me out on my birthday, and he gave me a hiss and ish. So you got this Cuban guy in this weird truck, and he's always smoking blunts, and he pulls out this sheet of acid and a fucking machete, and he's like, here you go, happy birthday. Then there was this guy, John, that was from St. Louis, that was also hanging in Miami. A little while later, we went and picked up him, and then we made him take a hit. We ended up, that's another time I was stupid. I saw Lilith. You want to talk about the most witchy experience I had?
Yeah.
Except some of this I forgot. So we're also drinking wine in the car. He doesn't know also, too, I might have had a little nose candy earlier. Anyhow, so that's another highest I ever was. So Ralph takes me and John when we're tripping balls, and we're all kinds of, this is Miami 2021. So I would have been, how old was I? 6 years. So I'm about 45 or so. Anyhow, so we walk on the beach, we walk to the ocean. I almost forgot about this one. And I just kind of went into a meditation, and I started to cry. And this is sometimes the universe calls you. I almost forgot about this one. I'm glad we went here.
Yeah.
I actually saw the goddess for a second.
Oh.
So I've had a lot go on with losing my mom. I always had a little bit of trouble with my daughter, but I really don't want to talk her business in public unless it's necessary. Anyhow, so I just kind of called out and let it all go, and I was meditating, and then a wave came up, and I actually saw a light, and goddess actually screamed at me, and I was just kind of fell in, and then a minute or two later, I can see how people will walk into the ocean and just disappear and stuff like you see in the movies if you're in the right realm, because Ralph had to, Kimmy, bring me back.
Wow.
So there's that.
Wow.
That was quite a night.
Can you?
And I ended up in South Beach, ended up in Fort Lauderdale.
That's sick. Dude, that's gnarly.
Night. That was birthday.
Oh my gosh. Kim, alright. Serious question here. So, being a witch, or a Wiccan, but are you okay about when you say, are you okay with Wiccan, witch, or are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay with all.
Okay. Practicing, I respect, so could you use, like a spell on yourself to make you, like, higher?
No.
Could you, okay. I'm saying.
Take a couple extra edibles and fuck around to find out.
Could you, like, maybe
because I do everything. I'll do RSO, I'll do tinctures. I'll do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of notorious because I'll post pictures. I like my super blends like covered in keef and all this
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
I do one of those on Saturdays.
Yeah, my wife likes those. She likes those. Those are really.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think is it 93 boys?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
no, it's
the ones I get.
Yeah.
So I'll have to show you.
93 boys.
Yes, I have pictures. They are.
So 90. I'd imagine it's 93% THC or something.
No, it's the brand.
I was gonna say 93%
No.
THC. That would be like.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk. I didn't want to say too much. I don't know if we're allowed to talk brands,
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. We're fine.
but
we're,
good shit.
We're okay. Did you okay? Could you do? Could you do a spell to make yourself?
You could meditate and get yourself really, really, really inward,
Okay.
and that's a form of a high because if you elevate your brain and let it all go and just,
Yeah.
maybe the right
You can't-
energy sounds depending on the kind of what you want to put out there, different music.
Okay. Is
Ooh, my tummy's
Is it possible to do a spell to make yourself taller?
No, but you can hang yourself upside down in one of those things and that'll work.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about where you hang your
Oh, yeah,
feet,
yeah,
like
like
a
the-
aversion table.
Yeah, I had
That
one.
will, because that'll stretch your spine and your legs out.
Okay. Could you do a spell? Could you do a spell to make yourself more attractive?
Not really, but if you use you can use the right kind of oils and applications to your body and the way you cleanse yourself. So kind of you can use different herbs and things to heal so you appear, because would you believe I'm 51? I'll be 52
I don't
this year.
believe.
Magic.
Magic.
Magic potions. So in a
Magic.
sense, depending on the oils,
Yeah. Nice, dude. That's pretty gnarly. Do you mind?
you gotta sleep, man. That's when your body rejuvenates. That's why it's so rest is so essential.
So witchcraft is just basically an age-old. It's just an age-old practice about harnessing energy. It's basically. Would you say?
Well, yeah, because we are Earth, we are stars. Why do you think people feel called out into nature and into the forest and flowers and all the things? Everything was put here that we need on this Earth. That's why I said we did it all wrong. That's why everything's clashing right now in government and the world, and that's why there's so much hate and anger and all those things. It's the negative energy they're putting out there.
So could you?
You know what I'm talking about? What an island, or what's that other hidden place that they all go? Not Epstein Island. There's
That's what I was
another
gonna
one
say. I don't know.
where they all. Have you ever seen that?
Oh my gosh.
About all the different leaders, and they'll do their own practices with that
what's
thing
it called?
that they had that
oh.
giant thing they were worshiping.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's not the Illuminati.
No, I know exactly. What
You know
you're
what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
So they're putting. You
Looking
want to
at.
talk about people putting energy out there? Government is putting that out there,
Okay.
and the leaders and all the different. I've seen it. I've gone down those rabbit holes.
And you say it's all for control? Cause
Yes.
It's
They want the power. They want the money. They want the weak to be gone. They want.
I honestly feel. Please don't laugh. I honestly feel like this is the reason the aliens are talking to us.
Well, they look it down. Could you imagine?
No,
I think we
saying,
really might be
like,
that snow globe, and they look down there and they're like,
they're like, fuck that. Like they drive by,
Fuck
they're
that.
like, fuck that shit. Like,
Yeah, you ever watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck that universe.
Yeah, dude.
We out.
I'm actually trying to get on Adult Swim, so please give me. I love Adult Swim.
Same.
I'm a huge Adult Swim fan.
Same.
All right, Kim, do you mind if we do a lightning round real quick? Is that
Okay, what do you want to know?
All right, I'm just gonna ask you a couple goofy questions, and obviously This is obviously goes through editing and everything.
Right.
And you got to answer them You just got to answer them quick.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let me see here. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1. If I drink enough pumpkin spice, can I become a warlock?
No.
Okay. What's your opinion on frogs as employees?
They may be better than some people I know.
Okay, I would agree. How many curses before HR gets involved?
None if you do it right.
Cool. Good stuff.
Many as you want.
Yep. If somebody turns me into a toad, can I still pay taxes?
No, you run away into the forest.
There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You go to the swamp.
Yes, ma'am. What's the biggest lie big wizards don't want us to know?
Those little sticks really don't do much.
All right. Have you ever accidentally hex somebody?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Wow. If a witch and a physic fight, who already knows who won?
Right.
The witch. Yep. Do crystals have customer service departments?
No.
Okay.
Depends on where you got them.
Okay. All right. Can you put a love spell on my credit score?
No, but I might know a hacker to change it for you.
God bless you. God bless you, Kim. Thank you. There you had just some goofy questions. I wanted to just for like the fun late night vibe, all that stuff. It was good. Jeff.
You should have made it dark right here.
Yeah. I got you. I can do that. I'm pardon. Yeah, but like the
Sure.
you have a good time on the show.
I did.
Amen. Good stuff. Blessed be. By the way, what is that? What does blessed be come from exactly?
That's just a closing, like we say, merry meets or greetings or
Okay.
different things.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything else that you would like to add or say for about anything?
Anything. People need to just, like I said, love each other, stop being so selfish, stop being so cruel, and
What would
remember why we're really here.
What's that?
I wish I knew.
That's the question. But I mean,
Don't you think that every day?
yes, every single day I think that. It really is. Dude,
Why?
I don't know.
Why is existence even necessary? That's what I ask sometimes.
But I mean, the one thing that we can
Are we just a fun little project for the aliens or the gods or who knows?
But either way, we gotta be good to each other one way or the other because it's not. I feel like that's one thing we can all like add to.
That's even if you want to go to my little shoe job. That's why I like it because I'm helping people and I put in little or thought I can talk to you and help nurture you and guide you and show you the right way to do things and
That's pretty. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
that's why I do what I do.
That's awesome. If you had if you had a million, pardon me, I tried I do the lightning round as a new skit we've been doing, and it works. It's good for shorts. It does. Did you have fun with the lightning round? Yeah.
Like I said, I feel as a white girl. I hate pumpkin spice.
Yeah. No. There's no really answer. It was just to see like what people what they answer on a quick.
I'm more of a coffee girl.
Dude, me too.
Caramel macchiato.
Yeah.
All day long.
I love that. I love those caramel macchiatos.
I was gonna bring coffee with me around on time.
I can make you some coffee. We got coffee.
No, you're good.
All right. Okay. We
I
got.
should drink some water.
Yeah, I'll drink some. That's okay.
I'm talking a lot.
So now you can't. It can. If you won the lottery, what would you do? What would you do with it?
Build my own utopia of good people, where we all build. You have your builders and your growers and your people that do different crafts to build a community without the governments and the everybody else telling you what to do.
Okay.
It'd be my own island.
Okay. Could we?
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well,
Get all of my good people, bring them all over there,
nice. That'd be cool. Just live like.
live off
Barter.
the land and barter and trade and
Hell yeah. Do Do you so that being said, with that and everything, where do you think that the world is going now? Like, and like with everything going on, where do you think the world is heading?
I guess it depends on perspective. They want you to believe. That's why I don't watch much of the news.
Mm-hmm.
I stay apolitical. I think they're all out to get us, and that's not what the United States is supposed to be. It's turning into hell on
Yeah.
Earth. It's
Yeah.
why do you think people are leaving?
Mm.
But where are we gonna go, really? That's why I'm like, jokes. I want off this planet. I'm kind of kidding, kind of not.
Mm.
But they want us to believe that we deserve to be treated this way.
Mm.
That's why you're not supposed to listen.
Good shit, Kim. Good shit.
Yeah, you want to be happy? Don't watch the news.
Yeah.
Best advice I can give you: don't watch CBS, don't watch CNN, don't watch Fox, don't watch any of it. Find things on YouTube. Talk to your friends. Talk to your family. Do your own research. Do your own homework.
Hell yeah.
Read your own stuff. You know,
That's what's up.
go to the library.
Hell yeah, Kim.
Look at something besides the Kardashians and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's all to blind us. They want us not paying attention.
Hell yeah, Kim.
They really do. They want us focused on all that. Notice every time something happens in the world, next thing you know, this celebrity, this one, that one did this happened. Look at this instead. Look at that instead.
Yeah.
Look at this big fancy sports game.
Wow. Hell yeah, Kim.
I mean, sometimes that stuff's fun, but
But you gotta lock into what's important though too. Man. Hell yeah. Kim, you have no idea. Did you have fun on the show?
I did.
That's great. So did I. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot. That's. You say anything that you would like to close with?
Appreciate you wanting to know what I have in my
Yeah.
little mind. I
I'm
did not
amazed.
expect this at all. Like I said, I have to keep quiet when I'm out in the universe because not everybody appreciates what I am. So, but I'm not. If people are allowed to wear their crosses and talk about their thing, why can't I talk about mine?
Yeah. I mean, we're all, like I said, we're all in this together. It's all, you know what I mean? And it's like people don't, I don't know why. Like, well, now you actually answered that. Why? Because it predates things and it kind of scared a lot of religions back in the day. And like to cover up paganism or cover up every, to try to like, for control. And it makes perfect sense. Kim, you have no idea. Thank you so much.
Don't get me started. That's even why they allow certain things to be legal and certain things not. Why do you think
Why?
alcohol is legal? Because they want us drunk and stupid and dying so they can, do what they want.
Good talk.
Because those people aren't going to vote. Those people aren't going to make any changes. They're going to stay in their little holes with their beers and their whiskeys and be stupid.
I'm not gonna lie. I quit drinking a little bit. Like, completely quit a few months back, and I don't know. I definitely feel a difference. I feel a huge difference.
Yeah, I'll have a social cocktail here and there, but
Yeah.
it is poison.
Yeah, I was like once a week. I was having like wine or something, and it was just like
Yeah, and a little bit. That's what it was created for.
That's
It's supposed to be
fine,
to celebrate and for
Yeah.
laughter and to be a little,
Yeah.
It's used as medicine sometimes too.
It creeps up on you though, because when I went to college, I was with my wife too. When I was in college, and I went back to college, and I didn't realize I was drinking. That's why she's the better half. I was drinking. I didn't realize I was drinking a bottle a night. My wife was like, "Hey babe, you're drinking a bottle," and I was doing my homework, and I'm like, "No, I'm not." And she's like, she reaches in the trash can. She's like, "Monday, Tuesday." She goes, "It's Wednesday," and I had a bottle in my hand.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
I'm like, whoa. And she's like, no, I just want to let you know you've been drinking. every night, one bottle, and it was back when like Aldi's was like going like he went through that divorce, so like he marked down all the alcohol, all the wine to like $2, $1 a
Right.
bottle. So I bought all of them, and I was like,
Right.
I was drinking that like every single, yeah. When it creeps up on you, man, it really does. It's like you gotta be careful. It's 1 ounce prevention. 1 ounce prevention. Kim, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks, Sam.
Yep,
Anytime.
Thank you, and hopefully we'll have you back. And thanks y'all for tuning in. Up all night, stay up, stay crazy.